Hi, it's Sharon. Could you believe that hole I was in? I can't believe the seller didn't tell me there was a hole in the backyard before I got there. So as a listing agent, what you guys have to know is so many different things. A lot of real estate agents take all their classes, pass their tests, and when something like that happens and there's a hole in the backyard, they just go ahead and list the house. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to sell the home with the hole in the backyard. But there are loopholes and there are ways around it. So number one, depending on what kind of house it is. If the house on the outside and on the inside is pretty thrashed, because if it has a hole in the backyard like that, it might be a fixer. And if it's a fixer, somebody who is a fix and flip buyer can go ahead and purchase the home with financing, fill in the hole, or put in a pool. Now, the cost to cure is going to be another story. If you're doing a conventional loan, and the appraiser comes out and sees that hole in the backyard, he's going to put on the appraisal cost to cure. Cost to cure means somebody's got to pay for that before you close a transaction, either the buyer or the seller. Now, a lot of times the buyer doesn't want to put any money into the property until they own the home. So you got to catch 22 there. So the cost to cure on a hole like that depends on what you're going to do with it. Now, the seller has already gotten a price on the hole to get it filled in. With city permits and with dirt being added, it's roughly approximately $3,800 to $4,200 to fill in the pool. The other option you have, is to go ahead and put in a new pool. Well, now here's a whole nother subject. Okay, if I put in a new pool, the cost to put in a new pool could be, depending on the type of pool, $48,000 to $63,000 to put in a pool. If the homeowner puts in a pool, contrary to popular belief out there in internet land, a pool does not give you very much value. The cost of a pool, minimum $38,000 to $42,000 for this particular backyard. The value the seller will get back, if he's lucky, somewhere between $12,000 and $15,000. So putting in a pool is not an option. Filling in the pool is a proper way to go if you're going to sell your house and be worried about making the money back. Now, if you're putting in the pool just for the family to enjoy for the next 20 years, you might want to spend that kind of money on a pool. So when you're talking about a pool, it does depend on the location, but for the most part, the cost to put in a pool will not come back and you will not get your money's worth out of the cost that you put into it. I'm sorry, I messed all up. But anyway, the other thing that I told the seller, when I looked at the size of the backyard, I said, what about a sports court? And they looked at me and they're like, well, what's that going to cost me? And I said, once you fill in the dirt, a sports court is just concrete and drawings. And you can put in something where somebody can play basketball, or that game where you shoot it on the bottom. I guess that's an older person's thing. But anyway, there's all kinds of things you can do. But for more tips on real estate, to understand the real estate process, look for me, Sharon Butler. I'm going to be on YouTube all the time helping you with all your tips. I flip tons of homes. I've helped many investors make a lot of money. In fact, the first person I helped flip houses, she flipped 8 houses in the first year, and her total income on that was over $886,000. So I can show you truly how to flip homes. I've done it. I can tell you all about how to get a loan on your home. I've done it. I've owned a mortgage company. Can I tell you what to do to sell your house? Of course. I know how to stage a home. And staging is another important thing that you need to know about. Because people like me, originally, I thought staging was just a waste of money. But on one of our flip homes, we got offers at $685 from 4 real estate agents in the area. Once we staged the house, we got $750. So hang with me. I'll show you how to make money in real estate.